morning.
Morning.
If you believe you can safely and responsibly testify without a mask, thank you so much.
You bet.
Attorney Raymond.
Deputy, I know you've testified once before, but could you please restate both your first and last name for the record?
Yes, my first name is Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L. Last name is Wilk, W-I-L-K.
And just to remind the jury, part of the duties in your particular role is occasionally to view video and help Scott Coons with analysis.
Yes, that is correct.
And I'm going to approach you with Exhibit 568. Now, one of the videos that you painstakingly watched in this case was from the Bridgman property. I think it's 522 Bridgman from July 6th of 2021.
Correct, 7022 Bridgman.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And in the course, I would like you to look at Exhibit 568. And with a fair description of 568 be still shots from the Bridgman video on July 6th, 2021?
Yes, that is correct.
And specifically the early morning hours from 12:01 a.m. to about 4:30.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, those appear to be true and accurate images or screenshots.
Yes, they do.
At this point, I would move Exhibit 568 into evidence.
No
Any
objection.
Thank you. It is received.
And if I could have the left HDMI, Your Honor. And specifically in watching this video, you detailed or listed every time you observed a light in one of the corresponding windows. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, that is correct.
And specifically of the Halderson home?
Yes, the north side of the residence.
Okay. And slide 2, that is at 12:07 a.m.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And slide 3 is just with a circle. What are we observing in slide 3?
Yes, on slide 3, you can see a low light level emanating from what has been labeled and described as the fireplace window.
And moving now to 12:11 a.m., what are we observing on slide 5?
On slide 5, on the west side of the residence is a window attached to the garage of the residence, and you can see a low light source emanating from that window.
And slide 6 is 12:16 a.m. What are we observing in slide 6?
In slide 6, again, we are observing a low light level, slightly more intense than the initial image of a light source emanating from that fireplace window.
And again, this is also based on your analysis with Scott Coons, and we watched a video of the July 1st going into July 2nd previous.
Yes, correct. I was present and assisted with that analysis the evening that we conducted it. I also have had the opportunity to review his report.
Okay. Slide 7 is at 12:23 a.m. Light source appears to have gone away.
Yes, that is correct. There's no observable light source at this time.
12:33 a.m. What are we observing in slide 10?
In slide 10, we can see light source emanating at this time from the kitchen window, which also with a lower light level emanating from what would be the dining room window.
And then 12:35 a.m.
There's no observable light sources at this time.
1:18 a.m.
We're again seeing a low light source emanating from the fireplace window.
1:18 a.m.
The light source is now dissipated and there's no observable light source at this time.
1:27 a.m.
Again, we're seeing a light source emanating from a window located on the west side of the residence, which was associated with the garage.
1:40 a.m.
No observable light source.
2:15 a.m.
Again, we have another light source coming from the west side of the residence with a window associated with the garage.
2:20 a.m.
No observable light source at this time.
3:43 a.m.
Again, we're seeing an observable light source coming from the garage window.
3:48 a.m.
No observable light source at this time.
3:52 a.m.
Again, we're seeing another light source coming from the garage window.
3:57 a.m.
No observable light source at this time.
4:03 a.m.
4:03, we're seeing another light source emanating from the garage window.
4:09 a.m.
No observable light source at this time.
4:25 a.m.
Again, we're seeing another light source emanating from the garage window.
4:30 a.m.
No observable light source.
4:31 a.m.
At this time, we're seeing another low-level light source coming from the garage window. We also have, it's not circled in this image, but we have a light source now slightly to what would be south of that window coming from the driveway area of the residence.
And then 4:31 and 24 seconds a.m.
At this time, we're observing automobile leaving the residence. You have both in the upper right-hand corner of the image, video still from the 111 Oak Springs Circle residence video surveillance system that shows that vehicle leaving, which was the light source that we initially saw in the previous image.
Okay. No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you have seen, is it Detective or Deputy Kuntz's light analysis from the night of July 1st, correct?
I'm having a slightly difficult time hearing you. If you could
Sure.
maybe use the
the fans
microphone, that'd be great.
turned on.
Yeah, the fan
Yeah.
right is above my head
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
You've seen, I don't know if it's Detective or Deputy Kuntz, you've seen his light source analysis from the July 1st Bridgman Road footage, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Now, is it fair to say that the light you saw in the video from July 6th was not of the intensity of the theorized fireplace light, correct?
Correct. There were varying levels of intensity from the night of July 2nd as well as the night of July 6th. There were, or I would guess would be the early morning hours of July 6th. There was also a slight varying level of intensity, however, not quite as intense in times as the night of, or the early morning hours of July 2nd.
And for the July 6th video, Deputy Kuntz didn't do that level of light analysis, correct?
Can you rephrase your question?
Yes, from the July 6th video that these slides are the subject of, Deputy Kuntz did not do the same type of in-depth analysis that he did for the July 1st video.
The video, in essence, would be the same video. It's the same view. It's the same perspective. Nothing necessarily changes in regards to what lights come from what windows that were identified during that light analysis.
Well, maybe I'll rephrase the question a little. The slides that we see here that you've presented today
Yes,
are the only time you saw lights coming from those windows on that Bridgman Road video on July 6th.
on July 6th, correct. Those are the lights that I documented during that viewing of the video.
So if they're not documented in these slides, you didn't see lights, correct?
Whatever was documented in my report would be associated with what was previewed here in court today.
So are you saying there's things in your report that document lights that aren't reflected in this video presentation or this slide presentation?
No, I'm saying this, what was demonstrated or shown here today mirrors what was documented in my report.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any redirect?
No.
May this witness be excused?
Yes.
Do you still have the exhibit, sir?
I do not.
Okay, all right, very good. We'll go ahead and file that with the clerk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.